Come on now. So you can't wait until someone already broken into your home to say, I need to get a gun. Then you're late.
Right.
You can't wait until you are attacked to put up defense. You're late.
You're late.
So I'm not saying that even though you're late, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't do something to protect yourself. But the psalm is creating a contingency plan. I am going to love your house, God.
Yes.
And I am going to dwell there. And this is the desire of my heart, God. I want to dwell in your house, for I know that in the day of trouble,
Yes.
that you will hide me in the secret place. You will hide me in your pavilion.
Yes.
So there are benefits, people, for those of you that have already given up on church, for those of you that have walked away,
Yes.
for those of you since COVID, you have not been back to the house of God.
the Lord, yes.
Then I ask you, what will you do in your day of trouble? Food for thought, because when we're feeling happy and when we feel as though everything is peaches and cream, we just tend to live our lives with the absence of God. We tend to think that, oh, I don't need him right now. But I want to say to you, make provision.
Yes.
For your day of trouble.
Need him every
because you know what? Trouble will come.
Yes, it's coming.
Trouble is inevitable.
Inevitable.
And listen, and I don't know. There's not a place on planet Earth that you can go to escape it. Because one of the things I've said before, times and times again, actually, is that heaven is perfect, and heaven is a pure place, and yet even in heaven God had trouble.
He had trouble. That's true.
That's why we have a devil.
Yes.
That's why we have a devil, people, because heaven had trouble. So
listening to this, though, it just made me appreciate God that much more.
Of course.
This wonderful love letter that he's left for us. There's nothing you can go through. God is going to be there. You don't have to be afraid.
I'm telling you.
Whom shall I fear? Oh, my enemies are going to stumble and fall before they reach me.
That's it.
They can never reach me. Yes.
Oh my
I'm appreciative
God.
this morning.
Oh my God.
And these are passages that we grew up with, but I haven't read this in a while, and I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you for the reminder today. Yes.
That in the secret of the Lord, in the day of trouble, he will hide us.
Yes.
All right. For those of you again that are just joining us, you are live with God in the Raw Ministries, and it is that time of the morning to power up your week. And the power psalm and today is Psalms 27. Read it when you have the chance to just read it and bask in that and do something about that. If you are, if you have drifted a little, and make it right, make it right with your God, and time is of the essence for those of you that are just joining us on Facebook. Welcome in the house. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries. It is that time of the day to power up your week. I know we have a bit of a glitch in the system for Facebook and YouTube on this morning, but I hope YouTube is there. Oh, so YouTube is there. Okay, awesome. So YouTube family, we love you, we appreciate you, and thank you for joining us on this morning. And I hope that you're ready to power up your week. So we want to delve quickly into our topic from last time. All right, awesome topic, and I look forward to coming out and powering up your week. It is a pleasure. It is a privilege, actually, to be able to come on out to power up your week. And so we have been talking about how to enjoy this gift called to life.
Yes.
I think we need to add to that, this precious gift. Called life.
Yes.
It is indeed a precious gift. And so we just want to ensure and encourage and implore you to embrace this precious gift, because we take it for granted. And it's not until we are diagnosed with something that we decide that we want to eat right.
Right.
Because that's how we are.
Yes.
It's not until we find out that we are in trouble that we come to the consensus that we need to change our diet, or we there's just so many things in our life that we need to change. And unfortunately, it shouldn't have to be that way. It shouldn't have to be that way. Sometimes situations come upon us to make us know that we have to excommunicate some people out of our lives.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
Yes.
You have to hit the delete button. But that thing never had to happen. We knew it.
Right.
But we just linger with it. But we want to encourage you and just implore your heart, soul, and mind to begin to enjoy your life. If you're sick, you can still enjoy your life.
Yes.
And if you are healthy and you're not enjoying your life, this precious gift, we want for you to start today. Start on today. Again, Radioland, welcome in the house. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries, and it is that time of the day to do what? Power up your week. Don't change the dial. Don't you dare lag out. I am your host, Prophetess Dr. Shamin Gilpert, co-hosting studio this morning, Dr. Sean and Dr. Cass. And we are ready to power up your week. We have editor-in-chief in the house, Rebecca. Beck. Okay, and our engineer, of course. So on this morning, take heart, because we are going to power you up. All right, so all my heart, to Him I give, ever to Him my King. In His blessed presence live, ever praises sing. Love so mighty and so true merits my soul's best song. Faithful loving service to Him belong. Love lifted me. You're listening to God in the Raw Ministries live on Super Jams Radio 103.7 FM.
Are you or a loved one having immigration issues? Call S.J. McLean Law and schedule your consultation. Their number is 289-501-5942. Again, that number is 289-501-5942. They will effectively handle all of your immigration needs. Give them a call today at 289-501-5942. Operating in the United States and Canada. If your child is in need of tutoring, test preparation, assistance with school assignments and projects, Blooming Minds is here for you. Call them today at 561-412-5104 and schedule your session. Again, that number is 561-412-5104. You are guaranteed to see improvement in your child's education. You can also visit bloomingminds.net. You're listening to God in the Raw Ministries live on Super Jams Radio 103.7 FM. All right, are you a child of God? I'm no longer a slave to fear. So it's that time to get up and embrace this precious gift called life, y'all.
That's right.
Enjoy it.
With a melody, you
Grant me with a song
of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear. I am a child of God.
So I don't know about you out there. I am no longer a slave to fear. You know, it's so funny this morning as I was getting dressed. I remember, Cheryl Donaldson Boyd sent me a picture of gay lights.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I was like, oh my God. So I was looking at my journey, like where I'm coming
Where
from.
you're coming from.
Where I'm at today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, God, you are such an amazing God.
Yes.
You know, and I'm just grateful that He have allowed me to embrace life. And to even see life from a different perspective. You know, God is a good God.
Yes.
So let us continue to trust Him on this morning with every fiber of our being. Let us trust Him with every what?
Every fiber of our being.
So again, we're delving into the topic of how to enjoy this precious gift called life. Life has many things to offer that can bring you to a lot. Let's just bring a lot of benefits, right? And the question is, do you take anything or anyone for granted? And we do.
I think we all do that.
We all.
Yes.
We all are guilty. Guilty as charged. So it says even the smallest things, because they might hold your deepest desires. You know, we take people and we take things for granted every day. And so one of the things that we want to look at on today is gratitude. And I think before we even get to gratitude, last segment, as we were talking, we had a caller that called in, and I hope that she's going to be calling us today so we can finish up for her to finish empty out her pain of being robbed, I would say, because you know that you can be robbed from enjoying your life.
Yes.
You know, and this caller was robbed from her, I would say, childhood,
Religious upbringing, probably.
yes,
Or religious outlook, maybe not upbringing, but outlook.
because a lot of folks can attest to the fact that as believers, and remember when we're talking about enjoying or embracing your life, we're talking to believers. I'm trying to reach believers. I don't have to tell a person that have not yet given their life to the Lord to enjoy their life. They're partying. They're drinking. They're
Enjoying to the best of their ability.
they're doing what they do,
Right.
you know. But as it relates to believers, we tend to think that enjoying life is going to church, work, sleep,
And that's it.
work, church, sleep, you know.
That said repeat. So it's a cycle.
Yes, it's just a cycle, and I would love to see the people of God get away from that.
Yes.
There's such a thing called vacation.
Time off.
And I enjoy that.
Yes,
Work-life balance.
Yes, there's such a thing called travel.
Yes.
Church life balance.
You know, just getting to explore the earth, for the earth is the Lord's.
And the fullness thereof.
You know how much money some believers have, but don't know how to even buy a good pair of shoes. Some
Lord.
people genuinely don't.
Wow.
It's a fact, because of how, quote unquote, as believers, some people never seek to get the best, because you're not supposed to look at the best.
Right.
That's a
I think
sad
it's
outlook,
related
I
to
think.
It
being
is.
humble.
It's a
and-
religious
Like, you should be
bondage.
humble, so you shouldn't look good.
Right. You're supposed to wear this this humble persona.
Right.
Lord help us.
You must wear it. Get it now. You must wear it. So as a result, people you're always looking sad. When I was growing up in the church, people didn't really smile.
Was there a Bible verse for that?
Girl, you couldn't even laugh hard. And I'm talking about where we're coming from, some hardcore belief system, you know, where people literally...
You said hardcore, but the modern church say primitive outlook.
Well, girl, it was hardcore. Yes. Yeah, we're talking about boots. Soldiers' boots. You know, you laugh too loud, it was a problem. If you wear a smile on your face, what are you smiling about? Go pray.
Oh, wow. Set your face like a flint.
Listen, isn't that what our caller was talking about? You know, how her children, she wasn't even allowed to wear pants, and she's from
cold areas.
A cold area.
In Atlanta.
And she determined that, listen, I'm not going to raise my children like that. Wow. So I can only imagine how she was ridiculed as being rebellious.
Yeah.
You heathen.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, and that is another thing where we look at the people of God and we're calling them heathen. Because they have taken a stand to appropriate themselves. And I want to encourage you out there this morning, for those of you that are listening and you would like to call in and dialogue with us and share your thought, your pain, your view, how you have overcome it, if you want to overcome it, if you're afraid to overcome it. We want to hear from you, and the number to call us here in studio this morning is 561-819-6255. Again, that number is 561-819-6255. For those of you that are out of country, you can reach us on the WhatsApp line, which is 561-818-9362. That the one WhatsApp line is 561-818-9362. But you can reach us locally here, Radio Land, Facebook Land, YouTube Land.
I know you're going to say that.
Of 561-819-6255. All right.
Call in and tell us how you're enjoying life.
Listen, are you
a believer that's enjoying life and you feel like you found that balance? Call in and share it.
Yes, we want
how
to
you're
hear,
doing that.
We want to hear from you. We definitely want to hear from you on this morning. So give us a call. Give us a call and let us hear from you. So we're going to bounce into gratitude until, if hopefully that caller will call us and finish your story. But what can we say about gratitude? I am grateful. I'm grateful to God for the heart He has given me. A heart to love me. A heart to love others. Because did you know that if you don't love yourself, you're kidding yourself that you can love somebody else? If you cannot love you, you are incapable of loving somebody
others.
Else. Yes, definitely. Incapable. So that's a chronic sickness. Because you have to love you.
It's important to love yourself.
Yes. And be gracious with yourself. You know, embrace yourself. Pamper yourself.
Yes. We should learn to show ourselves.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You know, and it's so funny how we tend to beat up on ourselves when we feel as though we should have accomplished more, or you should have done better with that. Whether it's that finance or that mortgage or that car, whatever it is, we just pound on ourselves. Give yourself a break. I am anointed to tell you,
give yourself a break.
Thus saith the Lord, give yourself a break.
Yes.
Wow.
We're too hard on ourselves. Forgive you. If you can't forgive you can't forgive others, and neither will God forgive you.
Well, I just feel like
what a mess.
If we're focusing on having a mind or a spirit of gratitude, we will show ourselves that kind of grace. It's almost like having mindfulness for oneself or some sort of self-awareness. Having gratitude helps us to just be more positive about the things that are happening in our lives, and like you said, showing yourself grace. And that's just the bottom line. I just feel like we have to be able to be kind to yourself.
I think it's
don't beat yourself up.
Right. And I also, it made me think about what the caller was saying. I think a lot of times we live our lives thinking about the judgment of others.
So we start to criticize ourselves.
We start to criticize ourselves because the church said or a man said that this is the way it's supposed to be done. So I am measuring myself against that.
Wow.
You know, so then of course,
If you don't meet those standards,
yes,
then you're hard on yourself.
yes. So you don't even have it within yourself to give yourself grace.
You see that?
Yes. So
You see how incapable we become
Yes.
then of not extending grace to others.
Right.
So when you feel hurt by others, you just cut them off at the
Yes,
knees.
right.
And you put a line in the sand. So Faizan Salon says, Amen. I was telling one of my clients last week to fall in love with herself.
Yes.
Oh,
We
so
love that.
Beautiful.
That is nice.
yes.
Fall in love with yourself.
And I hope that person actually finds the courage to fall in love with themselves.
Because to fall in love with someone is to get to know someone. You can't love what you don't know.
Yeah.
So get to know you and get to understand you and just embrace you a little.
Yes.
You know, and if you ask yourself the question like, why do we think people are so hard on themselves? It's upbringing. And the things that was said to you when you were a child. I think I'm touching a very
Sensitive area.
sensitive area. I despised adults dealing with children in a particular way. You should handle children with grace.
Yes.
Because I'm telling you,
Hurt children become bruised adults.
Yes.
listen, and they carry that for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, and I tell you. For those of you that are just joining us,
Chime
again,
in.
you are live with
God and
Our
Our
It
Ministries.
is that time of the day to do what?
Power up your week.
Don't change the dial. We want to hear from you, man. 561-819-6255. Again, the number to call is 561-819-6255. Okay, so practice gratitude. Day by day, acknowledge the things you are grateful for. So for those of you that are listening to us right now, make a list of the things that you're most grateful for.
That'll definitely help us to start enjoying
Yes,
our lives.
yes, just be grateful.
Yes.
And begin to thank God for those grateful thoughts. All right? Because a lot of times we become angry with God because we cannot see what God is doing, because we never take the time to look.
Right.
We never take the time to pay attention. It's a fact, you know. So when God did not come through today, we get angry. Why did you not show up? Did you thank him for showing up yesterday?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you thank him for showing up 6 months ago when your back was against the wall and there was nobody else there but him? So make a list and begin to be grateful. This will shift your focus to the positive aspect of your life and increase your overall happiness.
Thus, or should I say hence, affording us enjoyment.
So anybody desire to be happy?
Yes.
Anybody desire just to let your hair down and live a little? Be grateful. Be grateful. Again, Radio Land, we still want to hear from you. 561-819-6255. Again, that is 561-819-6255. Tell us the story.
Call us and
We
tell
want
us
to hear
something that
from
you're
you.
grateful for today, since that's
Okay.
coming like a subtopic for us. Tell us something that you're grateful for. Maybe to help to open up a new bubble of enjoyment for you.
And we don't just want to leave you out there in the wind. We talk
Right.
about you know, how you can write down. You can get a journal, and these are just some ways, you know, to stimulate your heart.
Yeah.
And get you going. Get you a journal. Not everybody journal. I know my daughter is.
I love to
journal.
write, so I'm journaling
Yeah.
prayer boxes,
Yes, yes.
prayer journal, prayer box. My best friend bought me a prayer box, and we journal differently. Like she took hers and she wrote her letters to God daily, and then she goes back and checks them off when he answers them. I set it and leave it. I haven't gone through to see if he's actually answered.
Yes,
them.
girl, because you got to check it. You
Yeah.
can say thank you, Lord.
Well, I say thank you regardless, because I guess for me, I just put it there and just I know he's reading it, and I leave it. I set it and leave it. I haven't gone back to see, but I noticing the way she opened her prayer box recently, and she was just going through and saying, you know, Cass, these are the things I've been praying for, and I'm checking everything off, and I was like, that's unique. I write mine and just leave it. I'm gonna have to go back and reflect on the things that I was praying about that I added to the prayer box, so that it can add to my pool of gratitude, because I do try to keep an attitude of gratitude. But I think that if we just take a minute sometimes, just be reflective and meditate on the things that we like you said, are grateful for, or even some things that you've prayed on, it will begin to show us that we have a lot to enjoy in this life, because God is really hearing us, even when we don't think he's hearing us.
Yes.
He understands the very sighs, our very groans. For me, that's enjoyment, just knowing that he hears me.
Yes. And on top of that, people need to also understand that this is not something you have to do every day.
Right.
This is something you can do once per week, or just whenever you feel the need to.
You know that some people actually keep like a little jar that they put something in there daily, and then they go back at the end of the year and just reread the things that they wrote.
I've seen that
It
before.
keeps, when you keep yourself centered and grounded, being mindful and grateful really just helps you to just stay positive, because there's so much negativity around us. But you know, just the small things, a small win, I'm breathing, I'm healed from maybe some illness that I didn't care to share with a loved one I was battling, or something. God is always doing something. There's something
He's always
to be grateful for.
Always.
And writing allow us to articulate our feelings
And to keep
our
track of the things that he's doing.
and you know, and make
it's
and make
easy
your
to forget.
gratitude more tangible.
We sure do
You know,
forget.
yeah, because sometimes we tend to forget.
We do forget.
And for those of you that don't like writing, or maybe there are people listening to us that can't write, meditate.
Pause. You know, I feel like when you start the day, like start the morning with that concept of gratitude, and you end your day that way, it's like it doesn't matter what happens in between that bubble. Noticing that life is a cycle and nothing stays current, just going like that. You're not going to always keep a concept of happiness, or you're not going to find enjoyment in the trials of life. But if you keep a concept of having gratitude when you start the top of your morning and when you end your night,
Right.
it helps you to just get back to that centered place.
Right.
And it keeps your mind, it keeps the borders of your mind, because it's so easy for us, like LaShawn said, to forget what God is doing for you. So daily reflections is
So,
very
to be daily.
right. So if here's something you can call us about, even right now. What are 3 things that you're grateful for today? You can call and share that. Who are the people in your life
That
you
bring enjoyment.
that you are most thankful for, and why?
And these things
Isn't
bring
that
enjoyment to us.
nice?
Well, I'm
You
grateful
know.
for you ladies in my life. I'm grateful for you, Sean.
Same.
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful for you, Mom.
I'm
Same.
grateful for you too, Cass.
I'm grateful for you, Jermaine.
I'm grateful.
I'm grateful for you, Beck.
So I'm grateful. I'm grateful today for my husband. You know, before I get there, 561-819-6255. If you want to call and share who you're most grateful for and why, the number to call is 561-819-6255. Again, that is 561-819-6255. For those of you that are just joining us, again, you are live with God in the Raw Ministries, and it is that time of the morning to power up your week. Don't change the dial. So I am grateful for my husband in my life. It's 36 years.
Wow.
And,
beautiful.
and we're still in love. 36 years, and I always want to be in his presence. I wouldn't mind going everywhere with my husband, like seriously, you know. And you know, one day this week we were going out, and with some, it was just girls of us, and my husband said, "Let the girls be."
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted him to
Okay,
come and
then.
say, let the girls be.
Because I do enjoy the company of my husband,
Yes.
and I I love him. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my two children, and I have a puppy by the name of Caesar.
Well, he's not a. He's growing. He's like 2 years old now. Is he still a puppy?
He's still a puppy. So I have a dog.
He's a miniature
and his
poodle,
name-
guys. So
yes,
even if he's
and
not a
his
puppy,
name
it's
and his
still a
name
puppy.
is Caesar.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful. So let me tell you guys what happened. So last night my door was left open for a while, right? So when I came out of the bathroom now and turned up the lights, went into my bed, and I'm wondering, what is this I'm feeling at the foot of my bed? Like,
It was Caesar jumped up in there.
no, he was already in the bed.
And you didn't know?
Because I tried to put him in his cage prior to, and I'm like, okay,
leave
you
him.
know, he was just there lounging around with Peter, and I'm like, okay, I'll just leave him there. Caesar sneak into my bed,
Oh my gosh.
and he curled up like he's hiding because but this is where I want to sleep tonight. I couldn't bother to put him out. I'm like, I just
They're
leave
so
him.
loving.
And as the morning progressed, he just kept getting closer and closer. I'm like,
Because he
look
loves
at you.
affection.
And every time he moved closer, I have to nudge Peter, and I'm like, wake up, look, you know. But and so I'm grateful.
We have
I'm
a
grateful.
caller.
I'm grateful for that. Good
Good
morning.
morning, caller. You're live with God in the Raw Ministries. It's that time of the morning to power up your week.
What's on your mind?
Good morning, God in the Raw family.
Good morning. How are you?
I am doing good, and it makes me happy each time I turn on my radio on Sundays and I hear you on my radio. I am one of your faithful
Oh, we are grateful for that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and
Can-
I will continue to support you.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question, caller? Do you mind sharing where you're calling from?
I am actually calling from Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Nice. So you're local. Thank you for
Oh,
tuning in with us.
yes.
And the topic that we're talking about today is how to enjoy this gift called life. And we kind of chimed into this segment of gratitude.
Yes.
This is one of the ways.
Can you share with us something else that you're grateful for outside of God in the Raw? Something that brings your life enjoyment. What's that one thing
You know,
that
that's exactly why I called, because I believe you guys provoked something in me on this morning, and I had to call and share. You know, I want to say that I am most grateful for my godparents. I believe that God gave me an extra pair of parents because, you know, sometimes we don't get to, well, not sometimes, we never really get to choose the family that we're born into.
Right.
Well, and that's a
So
fact.
I'm grateful that the fact that I didn't get to choose the family that I was born into, but God chose a family to choose me. And
Oh, so
I'm
he
truly
provided
grateful
you a
for that.
family.
Yes, he did, because if he did not, I promise you, today I'd probably be a prostitute, I'd probably be a drug addict, because life was not the easiest growing up, I can tell you that. But when God puts people in your corner, it's either for a season or for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It's
fact.
either for a season or a reason. And I'm glad that he placed my godparents in my life for a reason, because they have shaped me into the individual that I am today. I love God. You know, I try to do good. I'm not perfect. I mean, if you step on my toe wrong, I will curse you. But
Oh my gosh, she said I will curse you.
try my best.
Thank
I'm
you.
trying my best to do right and to live right. And you guys have helped me every Sunday listening to, you know, the topic that you ended with last, I believe, not last week, but the week before, was the abundant balanced life, right? You see, I'm faithful
Yes.
listening now.
Yes.
And I take my notes and I apply what I've learned from you guys, and I try to live it and to do it. So I had to call in today just because I'm grateful for the family that I was born.
Well, we appreciate
Well, we
you so much for
appreciate you.
chiming
Thank you for
in
calling.
Thank you.
and sharing your thought process with us. And keep that attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
Stay tuned with God in the
Keep
Raw.
that
God
heart
bless you.
of gratitude.
All right, take care of yourself and happy Sunday.
All right.
Happy
So
Sunday.
yeah, so we miss a call. Call us back. Call us back because we surely want to hear from you.
And
So
while
give
we're
us a
waiting
call.
for that caller to call back,
Give
I
us a
just want to
call.
read this quote really quickly. Oh, the caller called back.
All right. So here.
Or either they call back. It seems like calling them back. Good morning, caller. You're live with God in the Raw Ministries. It's that time of the morning to power up your week.
Don't change
Yes,
the
I'm so
title.
sorry. I mean, I had got was doing something else, and my time went away from me.
That's okay.
Oh, this sounds like the caller that we had
A few weeks
the last
ago.
time,
Yeah.
and you were sharing with us your pain of not being able to enjoy
your life.
this
life.
precious gift called life, and how you desire that you won't have your children to go through what you went through.
Right.
Okay, and you calling out of Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, all right.
It's so nice to have you again.
Yes.
It's so good to
Thank you
have
for
you.
having me.
You-
Thank you.
You're most welcome. So, back to topic, and we literally have about maybe 2 minutes or so on radio. So I know. So what can you tell me in 2 minutes? Let me not eat up any of the time.
So I wanted to tell you that I end up, enjoying my life by following what God want me to do and how He want me to do it. So instead of listening and going by the order of man, I truly begin to have a true divine relationship with God and allow Him to lead and guide me, as the words say, order my footsteps. So as He begins to order my footsteps, and once He begins to order my footsteps fully, then I was able to live my life to the fullness.
Yeah, but I do. Yeah, but what I remember from last time, it's a sore place for you. I know as you were talking, it brought you to tears. And we want to help others. We want to help others. So I want for you to delve, if you can just delve quickly into a little bit more as to what are just some of those things now that you have built relationship with God, that you look back and you said, this was foolishness. Like, oh my God, I can't even believe I had subscribed to that.
Yes. So with the whole thing with my kids, keeping them from doing things, not wearing pants, telling them you can't, don't look at, it was just crazy. It was just a whole bunch of things that I had gone through with the church more so than anything, trying to tell me how to rear my kids, and then they are doing the opposite of how they was rearing their children. So,
What hypocrisy.
That bothered me a lot. That bothered me a lot because, their kids get to go to college or they go off, and then now their kids are doing everything. I'm sitting here trying to keep my kids from, you can't do this. No,
From bettering their lives.
Cover yourself up with your bathing suit. Make sure you are, make sure you're not wearing pants. I mean, it's just a whole dramatic.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about that with the whole going to the beach.
Yes.
In your jean skirts and
Right.
that was foolishness. Oh my God.
Yes.
But caller, so I'm gonna have to provoke you to call us back again on next week.
I'm so sorry. Yes, I will be on time.
Yes, okay. Or you know what? Even if you happen to forget, we'll call you.
Okay.
Okay, great.
We can
That'd
do
be
that.
great.
Okay. All right.
We can call you.
But thank you again, though,
you for calling.
for chiming in with us. We love you. Radio Land, we're going to love you and leave you on today. Until next week, same time, same place. You know the drill. All right.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Love you all.
Bye. Love you too.
Has God been good to you? If God has been good to you, let me hear you shout hallelujah. Oh, and I've got somebody with me to share my heavy load. I feel His presence near me every day. No trouble overtakes me along life's weary road. Said I've got somebody with me all
Are you ready for the aftermath? You have somebody with you. I'm so glad I have somebody with me to bear my heavy load.
Yes, that's important.
Oh my God.
That's another thing to be grateful for.
I know,
it
right?
is.
Oh my
Yes, it
God.
is.
Jillian says, I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for you, my family. What would I do without you in my life?
We
Lots
love
of
you, Jill.
We love you, Jill. We love you. We love you. We love you. And we are grateful to have you in our lives and a part of our family. All right, because you are. Why? Because you is kind. You is precious. You is beautiful. And you is important. Okay, and if you don't know where that came from, then you're gonna have to go research that.
Oh my God, really, Mommy?
Watch that movie. It's funny.
There's a quote that I wanted to share with our tribe that says, God gave us, God gave us the gift of life. It is up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well.
Wow.
I thought that was so perfect.
That was
It's by Voltaire.
Wow.
Voltaire.
God gave us the gift of life. It's up to us to give ourselves the gift of living well.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
Living that life.
And
he
now
gave
I'm
us.
getting a call.
That's all right. That's okay.
Oh my God. Okay. So, good afternoon, caller. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, caller. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries. Hello? I think I lost the call.
It's possible.
All right. So, if you can call us back, number to call is 561-819.
819-625.
And there we go. Good afternoon, caller. You are live with God in the Raw Ministries. Power up your week. What's on your mind? Hello?
Maybe they're muted.
Rebecca Dawkins, 2 hearts.
Hello?
Good afternoon, caller. You're live with God in the Raw Ministries.
Yes. Yes, morning.
Good morning. Morning, Mas John.
Yeah, me just call. Yeah, man, me just call to say. Because I say Barry never blow me away. Me just come down from yard and.
Oh,
Barry
God.
never blow me away.
Oh, God. Well, we praise God for you that you're safe. Everything is good. You're safe. I'm happy for you.
Yes, Lord.
So you were there in the storm.
Yes.
So how was it for you?
But me glad to make it true, you know.
No, most man. And so how was it for you?
Did all right. Lose look of power, but we all right now. Everybody good.
Oh, I'm glad so you come true. God bless you, because Beryl is not a nice person, you know. All right, take care.
Listen.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, man.
I love this caller. Yes. I didn't even get his name. I said Mass George because he tickled me.
Because he just said morning. Yeah. You know, but indeed,
Gratitude is great.
Gratitude is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, the beautiful.
Good afternoon, White Heart. We see all the love you're pouring into us this morning. Thank you for tuning in.
Okay. And you know, I didn't. Oh my gosh! So you notice that South Manchester is not on today.
Yeah, she must not be feeling well.
No. That's not it, girl.
What happened? Beryl impact
Beryl
power. Beryl impact the power.
Yes. Oh my God! So we need to be praying for our families and friends in Jamaica that they don't have power. Some area they don't know when they're going to be able to get power again. So let's continue to pray for our peoples. We are going to love you and leave you on today. Until next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to continue to power up your week. And just continue to trust the process. Trust the process and embrace this precious gift called life. And stay tuned for next week as we delve into some more good stuff for you. Because I'm telling you, when we are through with this topic, you are going to know that it is all right to live your life to the fullest.
Right.
And that's the objective.
Yes.
The objective of this topic
To live
is
well.
is to live life to the fullest and begin to
Enjoy the
to
gift
love
God
you
gave
and
us.
let no one dictate to you who you are as a
Right.
person. You know who you are in heart, and that is enough. All right. And who can celebrate you? They don't deserve to sit in the front row of your life. Keep it moving.
Right.
And appreciate the person that do appreciate you.
Right. And if you
And
are
so-
a person who is or has learned how to enjoy this gift called life, why don't you write down some things and call in or
Yes.
message
Next
us
week.
next week to let us know so that we can help other people, so that you can help other people.
True.
I like that.
Yeah. Come back next week and help us help.
That's it.
Yes.
Yes.
Come back with those ways that you've learned in how to enjoy your life. Yeah.
All right. So that was good, Sean. Thank you for that. So next week we want all of these lines to be blowing
Blowing up.
up.
Yes.
Because
Message us.
then we know that you so you know what happens, it doesn't, if even if Beryl come here next week, we're going to be on here.
Yeah.
Because we want to hear your
be
story.
honest with you, I didn't even remember that. Maybe that's why we had some of our listeners, not our
Yeah.
people, messengers, not really saying much, because I'm like, Beryl,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
kind of cut the
Yeah, man.
cut the line.
Burial happen. All right, people. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
We're gonna love you and leave you.
Yeah.
Join us next week. Don't miss us.
Hey.
All right, we're out.
When the storms of life, they are raging over